Browns off the bye week, getting ready for the San Francisco 49ers. And some concerning news from out in Berea early at practice. Scott Petrak tweets, Deshaun Watson not on the practice field, working inside, still working through that bruised shoulder. Ethan Posick, Joel Bitonio, David Njoku all also working inside. Myles Garrett back on the field. But if Deshaun Watson is unable to go, that means one of these two guys, that would be Dorian Thompson-Robinson and P.J. Walker, would be the starting quarterback for the Browns against the 49ers Sunday at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Kevin Stefanski obviously asked plenty of questions about Deshaun Watson and where that shoulder is health-wise.
Just part of his rehab, still working through everything. I think with all of our guys, just going to treat all of our injured guys day to day and make sure that we're making smart decisions.
Is it possible he does not play Sunday as he continues to rehab?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into specifics about, Sunday. I know it's a broken record, but really just treat it day by day.
Did he come back from the bye still suffering from some pain or some lingering issues?
Not going to get into all the specifics, Mary Kay. He's doing everything in his power, working around the clock with rehab. So he's just doing what he's being told to do in terms of his rehab process.
Just on that though, Kevin, if he was cleared to play in that Ravens game, what is he working on if he's medically sound?
Yeah, I think the piece there that's important is medically cleared versus functionally able to do your job. And I think that's what, with all of our guys, when you're working through an injury, you need to be able to functionally perform. And that's what Deshaun's working very hard in his rehab to be able to get back to 100%.
Is he been able to throw better strength?
Yeah, he's working through this process, and he's getting better.
With that, let's welcome in Scott Petrak, Browns beat reporter for the Elyria Chronicle, Telegram, BrownZone.com. Scott, you're around the team as a beat reporter. Were you surprised just that he won on the field? I know I thought, you get on the bye and you get back and you get after it.
Yeah, I thought there was a chance he wouldn't practice just because we hadn't seen him, do much the week before that Ravens game. But if everything were perfect, then yeah, he'd be out there practicing. So obviously it's not a good sign, right? It's a bad sign he's not practicing. That doesn't mean he won't be out there Wednesday. It doesn't mean he won't play Sunday. But if everything were perfect, if his shoulder felt 100%, he'd be out there throwing in front of us. So I think it is a, red flag.
Is it? And again, the Browns. It does the Browns no good to downplay the seriousness of the injury. Do you think it was just a little bit more serious than we initially thought?
Yeah, it's interesting, Dave. And we haven't talked to Deshaun Watson since the shoulder became an issue, right? We talked to him, whatever it is, almost 2 weeks ago Wednesday. Now the Wednesday before the Ravens game. But it was before practice. Nobody knew that he wasn't going to practice. So he hasn't talked about it except to, tell Mary Kay I'm okay and I expect to play, against the Ravens when he talked for a minute on Friday and he didn't want to do a group interview. So we don't know from him, so we're getting it from Andrew Berry. We're getting it from Kevin Stefanski, seeing what we see, with my own eyes, watching him at practice, watching him try to warm up before the game. I think it was as simple as, okay, it's a bruise. The Browns say there's no separation, no tear in there, no structural damage. So you kind of feel like you're going to get over that bruise pretty quickly. And, Andrew Berry said Watson made progress from the beginning of the week until Friday. That's why they kind of felt like by Sunday he'd be okay. He felt like by Sunday he'd be okay, but the arm just didn't respond. So, each injury is different. Each bruise is different. My expectation, if it really is a bruise, and that's what everybody's saying, that eventually that whatever's in there dissipates, the discomfort, and he'll be able to go back to throwing like he normally does. You just kind of wish that process would speed up if you're the Browns.